Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is KPZ. You're here on the home of the Slightly Above Average Ship Review. Today we're on Archipelago in a Capture the Base match. I am in a division with my fellow Veterans Gaming Clan Fleet member Trent the Bad. And we are in the U.S. Tier 4 Premium Destroyer the Hill. Going to go out here today and try to get some work done in this match. All right, what can I say about the Hill? It's a destroyer. It has U.S. guns. It has torpedoes. That's pretty much the extent of my talking about the Hill. I think it's a good destroyer. I don't think it's a great destroyer. Just one man's opinion. But that being said, we'll see what we can do here today. All right, so we're moving forward. Main goal is just a spot at this point for the rest of our teammates. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do once I get up there. There is a New York. I want to say I think there's a fail division on the other team involving a tier 2 ship, if I remember correctly. All right, so there's the New York. There is a Celebes, that's tier 3. And the Celebes is now in torpedo range and appears to be maneuvering a little bit. So I'm going to torp at the Celebes and just hope that goes okay. And then I'm going to step back here to the other side of the island and I'm going to refrain from shooting because I don't want to give away my position. All right, by the way, I hope you guys are enjoying the content here outside of Warships on the channel. Been playing Ready or Not. I don't know if I'll be able to get a good run of the next mission in Ready or Not in time for the weekend. Still doing my playthrough of Gallop Racer, and of course, we're still doing Phantom Liberty. So you can tune in for all that. All right, this New York has decided to hang out here next to the island, and I think that is a great idea, especially because I am planning to torp the New York, and he won't know until I'm 2 kilometers away that I am 2 kilometers away, and at that point, it will be too late, and he will be dead. All right, I can't do that because of the way the island is shaped. It won't let me run right up to him. So we're going to torp from about 3 kilometers away. Rack number 1, rack number 2. The difference between the Hill and the other U.S. destroyer tier 4 is that the Hill has 2 torpedo racks, I think of 5, and the regular destroyer has 3 racks, I think of 4, but maybe it's the other way around. Maybe I have 2 racks of 4 and the other destroyers 3 racks of 3. Anyway, we get a bunch of torpedo strikes on the New York, and as a testament to how little damage the torpedoes do, 5 torpedoes and he's still alive. So we're just going to start shooting HE. Yes, someone is trying to kill pinch my kill. The red team has 2 other ships in this area. They are doing an exceptionally poor job of killing me. Exceptionally poor. Like, I might as well be invisible. Anyway, we set the New York on fire, and there we go, finish off the New York. The Smith, that is the tier 2 destroyer in this match. We're going to shoot at the Smith. I'm going to torp at the Smith. And then I'm going to be like, hey, wait a minute. Isn't there a cruiser, like, right next to me? Let's ignore that for now. We'll go into the Smith smoke screen. Look at this torpedo dodge. I have absolutely no idea how I dodged those torpedoes. Absolutely wild. All right, more shots out on the Smith. He dodged most of my torps, but what he can't dodge is my superior high explosive. Kill number 2. All right, we are flipping around. There is the Celebes. And I'm going to throw up my smoke and back up into it and begin to shoot at the Celebes, who is thankfully missing me. And I am not missing him. and somebody else kills the Celebes, so I will not get to kill all the ships on the side. All right, there's an Iwaki. We're going to shoot at the Iwaki. The Iwaki starts to back up behind the island. So I know that my continued chances to linger in my smokescreen and shoot people at leisure and not put myself at risk is kind of over. We are ticking fire on the Iwaki, at least momentarily, and he's out of torpedo range. All right, I come out of the smokescreen. There is a Von der Tann, battle wagon, as some people like to call it. And we are going to torp out at the Von der Tann here in just a minute. I probably could have waited to get closer, but I'm trying to kill 2 more ships, so I have to fire and forget at one and then turn my attention to the other one. All right, so we're shooting at the Von der Tann to distract him from the torpedoes. Hopefully that works, although I'm not going to hold my breath because he's turning. However, we do catch him with a torpedo. There's the high caliber metal. And he appears to be circling towards me. Now I look up ahead. Here's the Iwaki who's still alive. We're going to light up the Iwaki. That one salvo didn't appear to do hardly any damage, and I'm shooting HE. We do set him on fire. Somebody tries to kill Pinch. We finish off the Iwaki for our 3rd kill. Back to the Von der Tann. We're waiting on a torpedo reload. He doesn't appear to be taking my threat of death very seriously. I'm just saying that because I'm still alive. We're also managing to turn into his return fire, which is helpful. I'm going to get bounce off the corpse of the Iwaki there and move in. And then basically the Von der Tann doesn't have a chance here. We're going to hazard a salvo, I think, from him. But the torps are out. And we're going to unlock our rudder, and that is kill number 4. All right, this is kind of a clinic on how to dominate lower tier competition in the hill. 1 kill remaining. For some reason, I decided to loop in around this island. I think that'll actually be a good move in hindsight. But the enemy destroyers are coming back in here. And I looked at them and I said, you know what? They're full health. I am far from full health. All right, maybe one of them isn't totally full health, but I am like less than a quarter health. I'm like a 5th health or something. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go for the aircraft carrier instead. All right, so Farragut out of torpedo range, Langley way out of torpedo range. But I'm going to go to try to kill the Langley. And my reasoning is it's just a big, fat target out there for me to get. All right. My fellow VGC clan member gets killed, unfortunately. We are moving in. We've got the island for use as cover. It looks like the Farragut went into a smokescreen of his own design. And the other destroyer is way out there and I can't spot him anymore. I really can't get a good handle on the Farragut's movement here, so eventually I'm just going to throw some torps out and hope he runs into him, and I probably overestimated his travel. That will leave me 1 rack to send at the Langley, and we will send it, and then I'm just going to start lighting up the Langley, right? Because we're in a U.S. destroyer, that's what you do. I'm not even aiming for the Citadel because I'm just trying to catch him on fire. And I'm not convinced he's moving, but on the other hand, he could totally be staying still. We are getting lit up by the Farragut, so I'm going to throw up my smoke screen, continue to shoot HE. We die, but we finish off the aircraft carrier for the honk noise and the Kraken Unleashed. All right, I clipped to the end because it was a very tedious match watching my teammates perform badly. All right, here on the victory screen in the hill, it's just a flesh wound medal, devastating strike, high caliber medal, and of course the Kraken Unleashed. 120,983 total damage. Over 100 main battery hits, 10 torpedo strikes, 5 kills, 4 fires, and 4 floods. We ended up with a pretty good result, including 2252, 4 medals, 5 kills, top of the board. Like, comment, subscribe down below. I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this match. See you next time.